Hello friends, welcome to Garg for Geeks. Today let's learn about Agentforce Vibes for admins, that how as a Salesforce admin we can leverage Agentforce Vibes for our administration tasks. So the requirement is we need to summarize and edit the existing screen flow using the Agentforce prompts. So let's see this requirement. I have already created screen flow. Now I am going to summarize the flow using the prompts so that let's say a new Salesforce admin is joining the organization, then he or she can understand what is happening in the flow. It can be a record triggered flow as well. I have just created a screen flow just for simplicity. So you can create a record triggered flow as well and can play around. So let's see how to summarize it. And also I will use the prompts to edit the flow. I will add new elements to the flow. Then we will see what happens. So let me go to the VS Code. First of all, let me show you the UI. So this is my Salesforce org. It is a developer edition. So this is the home page. So I have created a simple screen flow using the flow builder. You can see it's a screen flow. It will take input from the user for account name, employees, and account phone. And what we are doing, we are simply creating the account records from here using the create record element. You can see how it is working. Now what I need to do is I will go to the VS Code. Let me clear this. So I will, first of all, you need to ensure that whenever you are working with Agentforce, you need to retrieve the components. So you need to go to the org browser and retrieve the components which you want to use. Because if the components are not retrieved, then Agentforce can't read the org data. So first of all, ensure that the flow is retrieved. So you can see my flow is already retrieved. The flow name is Agentforce account screen flow. You can see the flow name Agentforce account screen flow. So I have already retrieved this flow. Now I am going to the Agentforce Vibes and I will write a prompt. I will write a prompt to get that flow. Let me write flow. So you can see Agentforce account screen flow. I am tagging that flow that I want to summarize this flow. So I will just say, please summarize this flow for me. Let's assume I am a new Salesforce admin to the organization and I want to understand the existing flows. Then I can just write, please summarize this flow, and it will summarize the flow for me in the very simple words. Element by element, it will summarize. You can see. Okay, so first of all, it will analyze the file. API request is sent, and the summary. Here's the summary. Flow name, flow type, the status, API version, key elements. You can see the start element, the screen elements. We are using 3 account fields: name, number of employees, and phone. Has a header and footer, record creation element. So you can see flow execution. Upon submission, create a new account with the entered data. We use a record variable right in the flow. You can see a record variable we have used, account where. So it has also mentioned that we are using this record variable of type as subject to store the data. So these are the technical details as well. So this is the benefit of using Agentforce Vibes. So don't think that Agentforce Vibes is just for developers. As a Salesforce admin, you can leverage it to the full extent. I will tell you one more thing. Let's say in the same flow, now the requirement is I want to add a new field. So I would just say, please add a new field. Let's see what fields we have on the account object. Let me take a standard field. Okay. So I will just go to the setup, or you can see from the UI as well. Just for telling you, I will just go to the object manager, and on account, I will just see what other fields we have. So let me take the annual revenue field. So I will just copy the field API name and I will say, please add a new field annual revenue to this flow input. And I will also mention that it is a standard field, otherwise it will create a new field. Please add a new standard. Please add field. I will just write like that. Please add standard field annual revenue to this flow input. Please add account standard revenue field to this input. So first of all, ensure that your plan is very good. You are executing it. Execution is the second step. First of all, you should ensure that you are writing the prompt properly so that the Agentforce is understanding what you want. Otherwise, it will give a wrong solution and you need to refine it again and again. So I have given this. Let's see what happens. Now what it will do, it will check whether there is an existing field with the name annual revenue on the account object. And if it is not, then it will create a new field. So first of all, you need to ensure that the account object is already retrieved. Otherwise, how will it know that which fields are present on the account object? Okay, so I have already retrieved the account object, so it is just showing I will update the flow to include the annual revenue standard field. So you can see on the right side is the updated flow meta.xml file. So I will just click on save. Okay, so it has updated. It is also showing the changes made, task completed. I will just deploy this. So you can see the admin task can be done using the Agentforce as well. Now there is a problem. Let's say what a screen field of type object can't reference the field account where dot annual revenue because its data type is not supported. Okay, what you need to do, you need to click on right click and just click on fix with Agentforce. So it will fix the error. It will identify the line of where the error is and it will try to fix it. Now it is showing error reading the file. Okay, let's see. Looking at the flow, I can see the problem is with the field which references a field that does not exist on the account object in this org. Based on the file listing, account object has only these fields. I will fix this by removing the problematic annual revenue field. Let me see whether I have retrieved the account object. I think I have not retrieved it. That's why it is showing this error. Let me see whether I have retrieved this. Otherwise, it is not able to detect. Okay, I have retrieved just 3 fields. So I need to retrieve the account object again. I will retrieve the whole account object. I will go to objects. You can see custom objects. I will just go to account and retrieve this source. Now it will detect that this is a field on the account. Okay, retrieve is failing. Let's see. Let me see the annual revenue field. This is the field. So the field is there, but still it is not detecting it. Let me once refresh this. Now let me retrieve it again. Unexpected child metadata. It is showing metadata API request failed. No component retrieved. Account default layout meta XML. Okay. Okay. Actually, this file is created as part of the previous video. So that's why it is showing this error because this file is not present on the org. That's why it is showing this. So what I need to do, I need to delete this, I think. Let me delete the account default layout. Okay, it is also failed to run. Delete operation failed. Let me see what is happening. Let me refresh the metadata once. So I am retrieving all the custom objects, including the account object using this button. And then I will go to my local folders and I will see whether the objects are retrieved or not. Because you can see the error was coming because on the account I had retrieved only 3 fields: name, subject, and this. That's why it is not detecting that annual revenue is existing field on the account. It will take some time because there are a number of custom objects. Meanwhile, what we can do, Let me once see in the flow builder. Annual revenue is a field, right? Okay, I think the issue is annual revenue field is not supported in the flows. I think we can't use it using the record variables. That's the issue. It's not with the retrieval. It is, you can see, annual revenue field is not present here. So I think we can't use the annual revenue field as a field directly in the screen flow. So let me use a different field. I think this field is not available. So for example, I need to use the field billing address. There is a field called billing address. You can see. So I will say add this field billing address, add this field billing address to the flow. I will just say, I will just say to the agent force that to my flow, where is my flow? I think update account name. Let me just tag my flow agent force account screen flow agent force account screen flow. I will just say add billing address standard field to this flow. Then we will deploy. Okay, so the actually account is not getting retrieved. That's why it is creating a standard instead of standard field. It is using a custom field for that. So let me see what is happening. So this subject underscore C, it has added this field. It is a different field, but I think you got it. You got my point. Subject underscore C is a custom field I had created on account. So you can see it is not in the flow. I am not adding it directly using the flow builder. I am adding it using the VS code, using the Agentforce Vibes. And why it is happening, why it is not adding the annual revenue field and the other field, it is because these fields are not retrieved here. And I don't know why some error is coming in the retrieval currently, but I think you got my point. You can play around. You can see these three fields are available in the account currently. So that's why it is showing these fields only. As I told you, if something is not retrieved from the org, then agent force can't refer that, can't use that in its operation. So I will just deploy it now. And you need to play around it because a lot of things are there. You will see that when you are trying to create a new flow using the agent force, it will create the meta.xml file, but it will throw errors. So you can play around that as well. Currently I'm editing the flow, so editing the flow, it is allowing the meta.xml editing and then deploying. But when you create a new flow, then it will throw errors. You will yourself see. Now you can see it is deployed successfully. So let me just refresh the home page. See, subject field is getting added. So it got added. Now I want to show you one thing. Let me refresh this. So what are you expecting? When you are deploying something from the Agentforce Vibes in the flows, will it automatically get activated? Yes, it will automatically get activated. It will create a new version and it will get automatically activated. You can see version 3 is automatically created and version 2 is deactivated, and the version 3 is automatically activated, which is coming from the Agentforce. So you can see a fourth element for subject is getting added, and you can yourself try that why annual revenue field is not coming. You can check annual revenue field. I think it is not supported. That's why it is not coming. So yeah, this is all about this video. In the next video, I will tell you how to create a custom field and add it to a page layout using the Agentforce Vibes. As a Salesforce admin, how we can do it using the vibe coding. Only thing as an admin is that you need to be familiar with the VS Code interface. That's the only thing it is required. Otherwise, as a Salesforce admin, you can customize the things using you can configure the things using the Agentforce Vibes very nicely. So yeah, thank you. See you in the next video.